Gee, I'm glad to see you.
I'm glad to see you too.
Did you miss me all this time?
I certainly did.
Remember how dumb I used to be?
Well, I'm better now. Hello and welcome along to Mondo Chelloveck Movies. My name is John.
And my name is John.
It's strange that, isn't it?
It's very peculiar.
It is.
Indeed so, yeah.
So anyway, as you know, John has been AWOL from the channel for a good year and a bit, but that's because of just logistics. It's the way it's played out. We've been trying to get together for quite a while. It hasn't happened. As you will see on these upcoming videos, there's going to be quite a few videos. This is video part one, shall we say. Now, John has brought over a stash, and I mean a stash. I don't know how he got these things on the metro. It was unbelievable to see the stuff that's here. And this, like I say, this is going to be part one. There's going to be plenty of parts coming up that they've both been put into like different genres, I would say.
hmm
We've got different types of genres, which you'll see coming up. So if you want to, we'll try to keep these all in the same similar niche, shall I say?
Yeah, certainly.
And yeah, so this one, I will say, well, John can explain this one, but the other ones will be self-explanatory when you see them down the line. So over to you, John.
Okay, thanks, John. Yeah, well,
Me bother, John.
let's just say by the time I walked off the metro train, my arms were about 6 feet longer. Okay, and that's how heavy these bags were. But I made it,
I saw you before. I saw the bags before I saw you.
Yeah, I'm not surprised, right? And what I would like to call this particular video is a Rattler Roundup. Now, let's just say since the last time I was here, I've been living in a Rattler's paradise, and I don't mean the sakes neither. Okay, I've a lot of the titles which have come through to me since the last time I was here have come through as Rattlers. Now, you know how I feel about Rattlers, just the same as the rest of you do.
You get rattled, don't you?
Exactly, I get very rattled. Just
Exactly.
can't abide them.
Nah.
But just before I start on the Rattler titles, there's one title I've just realised I've got here, which isn't a Rattler, but it's a horror title anyway. And it's the Vinegar Syndrome release of Count Dracula's Great Love, starring the great Spanish horror icon Paul Nashi. Again,
The Nashta.
the Nasta, yeah, like the Naka, yeah. And yeah, I've never seen this one, even though I've been on a bit of a Paul Nash kick lately. I've seen some of these films, I've enjoyed them all in
They're
one
not
way or
bad.
another.
I've seen a
Yeah,
couple recently and I've enjoyed them.
they're all worth watching in one way or another. And he comes across as such a nice guy when you see him in interviews and such like. But
Yeah.
never seen this one yet, but I've got this as a spare copy, which I don't need anymore. So it's a Vinegar Syndrome. I know you love VS. Have
I
a look at
do.
that one.
I do. Count Dracula's Great Love. Now, I'm going to say, because I don't know this, he made about 13 werewolf ones. So
Uh,
did he do a lot of Dracula ones?
I don't think so. No,
Right,
it
okay.
was definitely more into the Voldemort-esque character,
Yeah,
the Wolfman
yeah, I think he
than
was. But
Count Dracula. Yeah.
did he do any crossovers between Dracula and
He,
the werewolf?
well, not as far as I can remember. He did do with Doctor Jekyll and the Werewolf,
Right.
which I watched again recently. A lot of fun. Uh,
1973, is it?
I believe so. Yeah. And
Yeah.
the thing is with Paul Nash, his heart was always in the right place. He'd be the first to admit he loved the Universal horrors, and this was his way
Good.
of trying to emulate them. So you can't come down too hard on Nashi. I mean, because fair enough, he didn't have the budget, he didn't have the technical know-how of Universal, but he's like I say, his heart was in the right place. He tried to do the best he can with the resources. And like I say, I've seen a few Nashi films, not one of them be bad. They've all been good in one way or another.
He was passionate, wasn't he? He was passionate
Very passionate,
about it.
yeah,
And
yeah,
like you
certainly.
say, you can pick holes in them. You can say there's some things that aren't like polished, but
Yeah,
it doesn't matter. If somebody's invested in it,
mhm,
that's half the battle, isn't it?
exactly, yeah.
Yeah. Count Dracula's Great Love. What a title.
Yeah, God rest his soul, El Hombre Lobo. Yeah,
Yes, I know. Had a long
okay.
career.
Very long career.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
Do you
like I
think
s
he ever knew how like much he was loved in life? I did not think he got that.
I would like to think,
Yeah, I would like to think he did.
yeah, I would like to think, I mean, like I say, I've seen him interviewed a few times and he always comes across as a lovely guy, so you can't really, you can't fault him
Right.
from that perspective. So
Yeah, I
let's have a
agree.
look here. So
But he did wear a toque though.
oh, well, I wouldn't know anything about that. First rattler up is the UHD of the Slumber Party Massacre and the Slumber Party Massacre 2. Came as a rattler. Hence why I'm not trying,
Right,
not
okay.
to move it
So I'm
about
not
too
just
much in
going,
the
wait,
game.
look at that.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know if it's the Blu-ray or the UHD, which is loose. Hopefully the Blu-ray for obvious reasons. But again, Screen Factory double bill UHD. There we go.
Brilliant. I'm going to say that Slumber Party Massacre was in the range that I got off Ken Sparnan.
You did, yeah.
Yeah,
That was, yeah. You did
yes,
get a previous copy.
yeah, I did.
Yeah.
And started to watch it actually. It was really good. I was going to get back to that one because it's one of those ones that I'd heard about a lot in way back when, but
Hmm.
never got around to seeing it. And here it is now. So the best thing about it is to get, and probably there's Slumber Party Massacre 7. Do you think there's only the two, or do you think it was more than that?
I think there was a third part as well,
All right, yeah.
which you would have thought might have been in there, but just the first two
It's
parts.
we're talking about this before when we're just on a chit chat. But 4K for stuff like this,
Yeah.
it's unbelievable to us, is it,
I know.
to see what's out there. But
Well,
it
like I
seems like everything's getting a crack now, isn't it?
everything's getting a new lease of life. Like I said more than once, everything old is new again.
Yeah,
You know, and the thing is, and
but
when you see old film looking like it was made yesterday in
yeah.
4K, then you're well in your element. So
Oh, definitely.
let
I
me just.
prefer some of these older ones in
Mm,
4K than the new ones. New ones are always going to look good
mm,
unless they've done like a botched the transfer.
yeah,
But these ones, it's just great to see these in like a really good 4K spectacular version.
exactly, because it's more of a test for the format.
Yeah.
Like
And
new films are made for 4K, old films weren't. So it's a bit of a test for
and
can
you can see
four,
these
yeah,
movies in a different light,
well,
more
exactly.
like in the fresh air, and you go, wow,
Well,
this
like
is like a new experience.
Zombie Flesh has a revelation
Yeah,
in
and
4K,
it's
and
one of the best.
so
Suspiria,
yeah, I mean, so it does seem to be a case of like horror tends to lend itself well to 4K.
it does.
You know,
And it makes you know that Halsey actually put something in that zombie flesh eaters than actually just making a gore fest.
mhm,
There's a lot more to it,
mhm.
like production wise
Oh yeah,
and without sounding pretentious, like cinematography and composition.
mm.
It looks nice. It's
You-
not just a we'll throw anything at the screen and see what
well,
sticks and that's
exactly,
the end of it.
exactly. VHS couldn't capture that, but
No, it
like
didn't have the
the
cinema, you know.
the picture quality, that
Yeah.
sort of thing. Later formats like DVD, Blu-ray, 4K, they can capitalize on that, and you can see the films how they should have looked.
I'll tell you one
You
thing that really comes across well on the 4K of Zombie Flesh
know.
Eaters is the zombie versus the
Excuse
shark.
me. Oh yes, I
It's
still,
really well done.
I
And
still, yeah, I still think I've seen some overrated. I can't understand why, but that's only me.
what you not,
Well, fans going,
it's
"Oh, it's a wild and crazy scene," which it is, but I just can't really, I can't get it. I have to admit that. It's
I think it's I was expecting more actually. I was expecting them actually eat the shark, but like a rubber shark, but
yeah,
he doesn't. Well, he tries to, but I think it's the fact that it's. I like it when he's actually on the seabed and he's
yeah,
kind of doing that, and his hair's all swirly.
yeah, yeah.
I think that's
He's
it
backing
just
away from the shark. Yeah.
yeah, it looks really. You would have had to think unless he got it by accident,
Mm,
but you had to think he had some kind of vision when he was doing that,
mm.
possibly.
Okay.
Okay,
I should have showed this one first. Actually, my mistake. So again, I've got a rattler copy of the Jackie Chan collection from 1976 to 1982. I believe let's have a look here. Is it 6 or 7 discs in here? But they're all different extras, different documentaries on this as well. I think on the bottom
wow.
prequel's got a big documentary on it. So again, a rattler, but yeah, I've managed to acquire one with no rattlers in, so that's why I'm getting rid of that one. I don't need it.
Nice artwork though.
It is, isn't it? Yeah, it's
Yeah.
good. Now, if you
He
now
gets
just
like when he gets loses rag.
yeah, well, if you look at this, as I said before, Dragon Lord in there has a third cut of the film, which 88
Oh,
films doesn't have.
right. Yeah.
Hybrid cut. Yeah, so it's worth keeping for that. Yeah,
Region A.
region here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, what I'll do is when I'm looking through these in like other videos, I will go through them and I'll tell you if some of these they probably are region A,
Mhm.
but some of them aren't.
Yeah.
So I can tell you to say this is definitely region locked or whatever. I like doing that because sometimes you can get one this might be region free
Mhm.
and you might be not getting it
Yeah.
because it's not region free and it might be. For instance. Excellent.
Mhm. Okay. And the next one again, like I say, these are all going to be rattlers from now on. You've already got this one in the UK, but again, I've got the US release. It's the Screen Factory UHD of the Fog slipcase, probably reversible sleeve, but I don't know for certain because I can't have it unopened. But have a look. More extras in ours as well.
Really?
Yeah, more extras. Yeah,
Look at that.
it's jam-packed. Extras, yeah. Lock
I,
your doors, bolt your windows. There's something in the fog. You know?
as you know, I love this film. I went to see it 4 times down the Willie Bay Playhouse.
Yeah.
Did you ever go to the Willie Bay Playhouse to watch any films, John, by the way?
No, I was too young. My mother used to work there.
Did you?
Yeah, she apparently, well, believe it, well, here, here's a story for you.
I wonder if she let us in to see American Werewolf for London.
Well, she worked there when she was younger, right, at the Whitley Bay place. Oh, she's told me a story more than once, and apparently she told me, right, not a word of a lie. She was asked to go around the side entrance of the Whitley Bay Playhouse and pose for publicity photographs for Girl on Motorcycle, the Marianne Faithfull film.
Really?
I'm not kidding you. She told us that. She was asked. I mean, she worked as a usherette, I think, at the time in the Whitley Bay Playhouse.
Yeah. Giving
Because
out
her dad, yeah,
ice creams and stuff.
I think so. Her dad, i.e., my granddad, he worked there as well. Apparently, quote what she's told me. And she was
Can you
asked
believe
one.
it?
No, she was no. I'm straight up. She was asked one day to go around the side.
Oh,
I
no,
don't think it's there. I don't think
no, it is.
it's
It's
still there
still
now.
there. Because we used to get in there and they
Yeah.
used to open the door. Someone used to open the door at the
Yeah.
side and we used to go in and then they shut the door
Well, like I say,
because we were vagabonds.
God's on it. She was asked to go around the side, and she had to wear a helmet and the biker gear. So
Yeah,
I
no,
couldn't, I
yeah,
couldn't tell it
that
was
look.
her,
Aye.
but she had to play pose as Marianne Faithfull for publicity photographs for Girl on Motorcycle. I'm serious. She's told us that more than once. I mean,
Wow.
obviously, without the photographs, I can't prove that. I've only got to
No,
go
but
by
she's not. I
me
mean,
mother's word, but
if your mum's going to be making up a tall tale, I mean, why would you pick that?
yeah,
Come on.
yeah.
No, no. It did happen.
Hmm.
It did happen.
Yeah, like,
Look at that one.
I can't dispute that.
I'm a huge fan of this.
Mm.
The 4K on the who released it over here? Studio Canal.
Studio Canal
Yeah.
reached over here.
So do you think this might be a little bit of a different?
It uses the same transfer because
Is
hence
it?
the logo there, Studio
Right,
Canal.
right.
So it should look the same, might look a bit better, you never know.
Well, we'll
But
give it a shot.
it's definitely got more extras.
It says that they're regionally locked, the extras, and they probably are
Mm.
actually Screen Factory do. But I just love this cover.
One Carpenter's best as far as I'm concerned. Others
Yeah.
might disagree, but that's
No,
only my
no.
opinion.
It's it might be my favourite Carpenter one. It's got that. It as well as I like the film. It's got that nostalgia trip because it
Mm.
reminded me, throws me back to the only thing that happened in this when I was going for me ice cream halfway through, and the woman she had a motorcycle helmet on,
Yeah.
and she says, "Oh, did you pay to get into that?" I said, "I did." She said, "I don't think you did. Get out that door." She said, "Oh, you're outside." Oh.
All right.
Oh, I was strange.
Yes, yes.
Hang on a minute.
Mm.
Do you think?
I'm seeing nothing.
I can't believe that. That all this time. I mean, I used to spend my life in there. She must have been in there. I mean,
Honestly,
1980, would you say?
oh no, no, no,
Before
no,
that?
no, no. Well, a lot. I mean, back when she was younger. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I'll say maybe the '60s. I could be wrong,
Oh, right. Well,
but
I was around them days.
no. But
In
you
a
no.
pram, maybe.
Yeah, but no. But that's what
Wow.
she told me. She told us the story more than once, so I know you
No,
have
that's
humans.
great. That's
And the
tell you
next,
what, that's an exclusive for you.
yeah, you heard it here first.
You did,
You
yeah.
wouldn't hear it anywhere
No.
else. And next one up is the Rattler of Face Off, the UHD. Again, Kino Loba. Again, comes a Rattler. I don't know if it's the
Mm.
Blu-ray or UHD. Remastered in 4K, so have a look. John Woo's classic 97
Yeah.
action.
I remember watching this on. I'm going to say Sky Movies because at that time I think you watched everything on Sky Movies. Now it had
Mm.
become like a big thing
Yeah,
to just watch a streaming thing, for want of a better word. Not you thought anything of streaming at that point. It didn't supersede. We didn't say it right. I'm never going to buy another movie. You
yeah,
didn't think that, but you would say, well, I'll just wait for certain movies to come out on Sky Movies, and this was one of them. But it was great to be able to see this one, because I think you would kind of fell out of love with the video libraries at a certain point.
hmm
You started to watch stuff that was on Sky Movies
yeah,
because it was there. But this is a great movie,
yeah,
and it's got a great performance from well, both of them, but
yeah.
Nicolas Cage
I think the thing is as
is
well. I think
absolutely crazy.
I don't think it's too much of a stretch of the imagination to say it's probably Woo's best American film. I mean, the line later
Yeah,
on where Cage goes, "I need to take his face." Oh, and then Nick Cassavetes goes, "No more drugs for that man." Yeah. All right, let's have a look
nice
here.
cover. I know me and Deb watched this together. Definitely.
Really?
Yeah, definitely.
Right, so the next one is the Steelbook edition UHD of Darkman. starring Liam Neeson from Non-Stop, which is I mentioned. Now look at how it has arrived. Battered at the front. Battered at the front. Look at it. Look at it. It's horrendous. And that was how it come in the post. So now you know me. I was going to take that line down. The funny thing was, I'm sure when I ordered the standard copy, but the steelbook come in the post. So
All right.
maybe it was my fault. I ordered the wrong steelbook and error. I
Well,
don't know.
still, that's not,
It's not
is
on.
it?
Yeah,
No.
exactly. So um, again, I managed to get actually a replacement copy coming up with that. So again, if you can knock it out, in fact, I don't think there's any rattlers in there.
Well, if I'm honest, when you showed us that, I couldn't see that.
Yeah,
And then if you show in the light, you will see it there. But what I will do is
mm,
what I did with Fright Night.
yeah.
I'll put it into a protected
And
case
you probably
from
won't see it.
from Dave Ramsden,
Mm,
and well, on the side you'll not see it at all,
mm,
and you'll be hard
mm.
pushed. If you were looking at that briefly, you would never see that, would you?
So it'll be a case of Ramson to the rescue again. Mm,
Ramsden, he's the
mm,
man.
mm,
Yes, I tell you what, he's all me sort of protective stuff from me vinyl
mm.
and the vinyl itself all come from
He's the
Dave.
man. Yeah.
Where he is, he's just been
Mm.
great for doing that.
Like I said, I don't think there's any rattlers in there. But when I saw that damage, I thought, no way.
I love this film, actually. I really do. It's quite. There's a lot of Sam Raimi stuff that doesn't get talked about. It's Sam
Excuse
Raimi
me.
stuff. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? And this is one of them.
but
And also, what's the other one as well? Crime Wave and A Simple Plan.
oh yeah, with Billy
Yeah,
Bob Thornton.
that's
Yeah.
absolutely brilliant, that movie. But it doesn't really, you talk about Sam Raimi.
Mm,
Everybody leaves off half of his stuff.
mm.
It's like it didn't it?
It always comes back to the Evil Dead.
It does,
Yeah,
I. Yeah. No, it's amazing. That.
now again,
I saw this bit getting people picking this up, and I was thinking, oh, that looks brilliant. And there it is.
okay. And the next Rattler release off the bat is the UHD of Night of the Demons from 1988. Again,
Mm.
Scream Factory. I've got a replacement copy with no rattlers in, so that's good enough for me. I don't need this one. Again, remaster transfer stack with extras. Have a look, tell us what you think. Slipcase as well, so
Well, I've been waiting to see this one for a long time, as you know. I'm sure I saw this way back when, but I've got no recollection of it. Big fan of Linear Quigley, as you know. And this is a one that's, it's strange how it just doesn't get too much love in the UK. It never has it really?
well, it's always been more, I think, better received in the US, and
Yeah. I know they've got a second one over here,
I think as a third part as well.
do they?
Yeah, I think as a third part.
But it's not the same actors or anything. I think it's,
I don't
is it?
think it is. I don't think it is. And I
And
don't.
Keith from Euphoria pictures linked down below. He said that Night of Demons 2 was quite a good movie. Have you seen Night
Yeah.
of Demons 2?
I haven't. No, I think I might have seen bits of it, but not. But I haven't seen the film all the way through. And I mean, I don't think any of the sequels will probably have a scene like the lipstick scene with Linnea. But you know what I mean?
Okay, I look forward to seeing that
Yeah.
one.
It's, well,
Linear,
anybody who's seen the film,
no.
Linnea Quigley and lipstick. Enough said.
Well, I would imagine that if it sticks out,
Hmm.
yeah.
Well, not so much sticks out, but sticks in. But if you've seen the film, you know exactly what I'm talking. And the next one
Okay.
is let's have a look here. Okay. Now I don't think you like this film, so if you want to get rid of it, you can. But it's the 3-disc UHD of the Dawn of the Dead remake. Now
Mhm.
again, you've got two Blu-rays and UHD. You've got on the Blu-rays you've got the R-rated and unrated versions.
Mhm.
Again, slipcase, which I don't think you can get now. I could be wrong. It's been out for a while. It was a rattler. Again, I've got it replaced. I've got it recovered. So there we go. There we go. Sorry, I do apologise. That was my accent slipping in, wasn't it? Uh,
And ah,
I know. Aye,
right,
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 aye,
that's our
aye,
copy mate from
aye.
here. Like,
Aye, there we go. John, it's all yours. Knock
cheers,
yourself
like,
out.
cheers,
Aye,
Mara.
aye.
Well, funny enough, my good friend Dave Ramsey, speaking of again,
Hmm.
he sent me over
Excuse me.
the Blu-ray of this.
Yeah,
Now he did say that,
he did.
yeah,
That's right.
and he
That's
said
right.
it was a bit lackluster. And I'll tell you when I put it on, I could see that it wasn't the brightest of Blu-rays, but it looked better than I thought it was going to look. Now, what I've said about this one in the past is that because of Dawn of the Dead being that much iconic, and it's
Yeah,
got the whole the mall scene, the
yeah,
mall feel, which is just great, and it doesn't really use the mall in this one as I think it should do.
yeah.
But because it's been talked about that many times, I said to Dave, I said I'm going to definitely give it another shot, but I'm not going to look at it like the first time because I did
Mm,
enjoy the first part of this movie
mm.
with the fast running zombies,
Oh yeah.
but I kind of zoned out when I went into the mall because I was saying, well, how are you? do what they did in the other one, but they didn't. So
Mm,
now I know they didn't do that. I'm going to go
mm,
back to it, fresh eyes and all that, and say, right, what's this all about?
mm.
Now, Dave did say to me, he got this one,
Right.
and he said, I think he said, I think there's slight issues with the 4K not being the best 4K out there,
Hmm.
but it's much better than the Blu-ray you've seen. So I am definitely going to watch this again with
Hmm.
fresh eyes and leave my misconceptions about it behind.
Hmm.
You've got to move on about these things
Oh, yeah,
and
certainly.
definitely give it another whirl because, like I say, up until I realised that they weren't going to use the more like they did in the 1978 original, I liked it, and then I thought, I don't think I like this anymore. But at this point, I'm definitely going back on that slip. I do like that slip, mate.
Hmm.
I've listened to this slip quite a few times, and I thought this was good. And I thought at the time when it came out and I saw the slip, I thought it's a bit of a shame that I don't like this movie because I like the look of it.
Mm.
But yeah, this is brilliant to have it.
But with different eyes, I have a different opinion. Yeah.
Exactly. Fresh eyes and all that. How many times you go back to a movie and think I wasn't keen on that way
Mm.
back when? Might have saw it at the wrong time or the wrong frame of mind.
Combat Shock Strike springs to mind with me, but never mind.
Really?
Yeah, Combat Shock. I never thought, well, the first time I saw it, I never thought much of it until I watched it again on DVD and I was blown away. So, second
That,
viewings can sometimes be
yeah, that's a rough movie. I quite like it, but it's next level mind, isn't it?
well, here we go. Next one is a three-disc UHD of the Monster Squad. Now, we all know who you call when you've got ghosts. Who you call when you've got monsters. It's these guys. Okay. Now, again, this is the three-disc set. It's got the documentary on the Blu-ray, Wolfman's Got Nards, all about fans of the Monster
No,
Squad.
yeah.
Not so much about the film, but about the fan following the film has. Three-disc set. Actually, this came fine until I dropped it. This came fine in the post, and one day I was a bit haphazard, dropped it. This come out. I was kicking myself, but I got it sorted. So yeah, three discs in this one, slipcase. There we go.
When you get kind of a bit lost for words.
Hmm.
Well, I'm at that point. I was
Mm.
anyway. Got some amazing stuff here, but this now the thing about Monster Squad is, I'm going to say it again with the like of Night of the Demons. What is the problem with this one in the UK? Why is it just not? You would think this movie would be more revered for what it is, and so it was in the. It's a movie that's. It seems for whatever reason the UK just doesn't embrace it.
Well,
What's your thoughts on that one, John?
I've got to be honest. Personally, I prefer Night of the Creeps. Now, don't get me wrong.
It
There's
creeps are
nothing
great.
wrong with this. You can tell this. I think there's been more money spent on it. It's a bigger film. It's more ambitious. It's got like all the old school horror monsters: Dracula,
Yeah,
Frankenstein, the Wolfman, the Mummy, the creature from the Black Lagoon. The Gill Man. Um, it's got all the old school
that was
horrors.
the first time it was ever done, wasn't it? In for to get that Universal monsters with the actual
All to get them all together in one film. Yeah,
yeah, and
I
they've
would
got the
imagine.
original makeup on as well, haven't they?
Right.
To a certain extent, is that?
I'm not sure to be honest with you, but for me, like I say, I prefer like the Creeps, which was a couple of years
Oh,
earlier. I
brilliant.
think it was a
Fantastic.
year or two earlier, 86. I think this was 87, 88.
Night
I
of
think
Creeps is brilliant, man.
it is. Yeah, I mean, don't get us wrong. This is still a great watch. It's a lot of fun. You know,
This is one that when it was first talked about,
mm,
as a movie, and you were trying to get a hold of it, it was like stupid money to
mm,
get. Not
well, it
this
was.
version, but yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, the fact it's come out in 4K now. Don't remember seeing this on the only time I watched it was on Sky Movies, believe it or not, a few years ago. And I remember thinking the picture quality and it was really nice.
Mhm.
So I can imagine this one looking
Well,
spectacular.
yeah. I mean, it's. Yeah, I could give you a few lines from this, but obviously you have to bleep from the language out. But it's.
Well, I can make the language disappear if you want. So
What's
knock
what's
yourself out.
what's Frankenstein say at the end there? Oh, Gus. You know what he says? He says to Dracula at the end, that's as far as I'm going to see. That's as far as I'm going to go into with that
I
one.
was thinking to myself, well, that's not bad
No,
language.
no, but I could recount the line which leads up to that, which
Okay,
I'm not
right,
going to say.
right. Yeah, keep it PG. I
But
never thought I'd have to say that to
yeah,
you, John.
well, if you want the documentary disc, you've got to get the three discs at Wolfman's Got Nods. If you buy the Blu-ray on its own, you won't get the documentary. You've got to get it in. You only get the documentary with the UHD. So if you, because it's available in UHD and Blu-ray separately, but on the Blu-ray, on the
Mhm.
standalone Blu-ray release, you don't get the documentary. Excuse me. Yeah, if you want the documentary, Wolfman's Got Nods, you've got to get the UHD set.
Great cover, though, isn't it?
Yeah,
Would you say that was the original artwork? Was it?
I think it was. I think it was for the American release. Yeah,
Brilliant. That is amazing. That.
And last but not least, he's pure power, pure evil, pure terror, and that's Rawhead Rex. Okay, I don't mean Vladimir Putin. I mean Warhead Rex. Okay, again, UHD, Rattler, Slipcase. Yeah, Vladimir Putin. Yeah,
That's an insult to Putrid, that.
Well, he's cooked up a stink over the last few years. So yeah, but there we go. Yeah,
Sooner he gets his payback, the better.
yeah. Well, like I say, this game's a Rattler. Slipcase. I don't even know if the slipcase really is still available. It could be out of print for all I know. I don't know.
Probably is.
But again,
They
jam
don't
packed
last
of
for very
extras.
long, these ones there.
Yeah, but have a look. Yeah.
And look at that. Now, I remember when you passed across.
You've got the slipcase Blu-ray.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was quite a while ago. And I hadn't seen this since VHS at all. And I do remember that the special effects for Rawhead Rex was unbelievable at the time. It was literally the best thing about the movie at the time. Now, don't forget, with watching this, I used to think, oh, I want more of Rawhead Rex in the movie. I wanted it to just be him complete all the way through. It didn't happen like that. So anyway, that was my initial thoughts. Are it's not as good as it could be, but with fresh eyes, when I went back and when I watched this the next time, I got it for I had a more rounded experience, shall I say? But this is such a good movie. Now I do remember the Blu-ray when it came out. It looked really nice actually. So this one, I've got these ones I've got to say I can't see them. This one does have a reputation of being a little low on the quality, but I can't think that any of these ones here, can't hold the other ones, will be nothing less than spectacular.
Well, if you can imagine that, you can imagine like a version of Rawhead Rex with nothing but the title character in it. You could call it the Rex rated cut, couldn't you? A Rex rated cut, yeah.
The Rex rated cut.
Rex rated, yeah.
Yeah.
Nothing but Rawhead Rex from start to finish.
Rated R.
Yeah, that's it. I rated R. RR. Oh, yeah, Rawhead Rex. There we go. Yeah. And last but not least, nearly went.
I know. Can you believe it? That would be great. Drop it all in. Unbelievable stash.
Last but not least, I've got a couple of items which I'm selling to John for a very agreeable price. Okay, let's have a look here. And the first up, brand new and sealed, by the way, as you would expect from me.
I didn't know they were sealed actually, John. I'm not surprised they're sealed.
All right,
but I wasn't sure they were sealed. But either way, it doesn't matter.
And the next one is the Severin UHD Blu-ray CD edition of Blood for Dracula. Okay, now again, it's got the jam to the rafters. It's with virgin-tastic extras.
Is it full of virgins?
That's for the virgins. Yeah, it's it's but it's all here.
Don't forget though, he's got to have a special vegetarian diet.
That's it. Yeah, it's I mean, dipping bread and blood isn't going to work. That's not going to work. All he needs actually, he's fresh blood. It's a lot harder.
He used to say to me that when he says, "So what does this count called? Dracula."
Yeah.
Dracula.
Yeah.
Dracula. 3 syllables. I like it.
Yeah, that's Vittorio De Sica, I think,
But you know how he's in this family, in this mansion. He's got his wife. He's got his wife. There's the daughters.
Yeah.
Is there 4 daughters?
I think there's 4 or 5. I think there's
so there's a stash of them. Then you've got obviously Joe D'Alessandro, who's
the handyman.
The handyman, who's got a broad New York accent.
Yeah.
The wife is the most poshest English. He is from, I don't know, Transylvania or something, isn't he? And then you've got all the daughters have got different accents. And you go, could you not even got the same accents on their people? But that just shows you how inept this movie is, but in a great way.
And I think one of the daughters is Stefania Cassini from Suspiria, if I'm right as well.
Actually,
I think she's one of the daughters, but it's I mean, D'Alessandro's the handyman who's handy in more ways than one. But with
his hair freshly cut.
That's it.
In the fields, he's got like a designer haircut.
That's it. But yeah.
Fringe.
If you look at the end of this, where everything goes to pot, is a whole. But have a look. I'm looking forward to what you think about that.
Well, all I can say is that this set is just spectacular, and it's funny how Flesh for Frankenstein got put in the video nasties, and Blood for Dracula didn't.
Yeah, you would think we were both being lumped in together.
It's got a fair amount of blood in here. Well, a lot of blood in here, isn't it? But Udo Kier, he's great in this.
Yeah.
I mean, don't get us wrong, this movie is bad,
Mhm.
but it's one of the best bad
It's a
movies.
bad in a good way. If it was
You're
bad in a bad way, you couldn't watch it, but it's bad in a good way. And again, if you feel affronted, it's embossed.
I don't know,
Yeah.
heavily embossed, actually, his eyebrows.
So that would make a very good companion piece to the Vinegar Syndrome flesh for Frankenstein. You would, yeah.
Definitely. Actually, I was thinking, I was toying with the idea of getting the Blu-ray that come in, the recent Blu-ray, and I thought,
Mm.
I'm not too sure about that. I held out, and obviously John come to the rescue with this one, because I just thought with having Dracula and Frankenstein in the best fashion you can,
Mm.
and then because it's always another one. It's been up until now. It's been so hard to get in this country, hasn't it?
Well, you can get it. You can get it now, Blu-ray over here, but
Yeah.
it doesn't. You don't. You can't get it UHD over here. You don't get
Do
the
you
CD.
think that? Do you think they might come out? But it's UHD everywhere else.
Yeah.
I think they could do
Maybe somewhere down the line, but it
double
could
dip
be a
with it
long way away.
myself.
Again, you don't get the CD soundtrack with the UK release, and you don't get all of the
I've got
extras.
the soundtrack in here is brilliant.
There's a Claudio Gizzi, I believe. I think it is.
I wouldn't know.
Yeah, I think it's Claudio Gizzi did the soundtrack for that. I think he did.
Nice though, isn't it?
Isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah. I do think that unfortunately the one they've got, and I'm glad it's in this country, but I do think the artwork isn't as best as it could be.
It's not as good as
Um,
it. No, no, no.
and there is plenty of good artwork for this movie
Yeah.
as Frankenstein. Such amazing that man.
And with regards to this, the sales titles, I've left the best to last. And let me open this package up. And one amongst this is Eureka's Police Story Trilogy in UHD. HDR, Rigid Suitcase, Booklet.
Hmm.
Firstly, Police Story films, Jackie Chan, top four, Michelle Yeoh in the third film, more than holds her own. All remastered, UHD, jam packed again with extras, fantastic extras. Yeah, have a look. Just can't get it now, it's totally gone.
I know it is. When this came out, I mistakenly thought, and this is how many times it's been here, I thought to myself, that's good. I'll get it next month. You
And
know,
then next month became the month after.
well, about 2 or 3 months went by, and I thought, well, it's still there, and I thought it's definitely one I want. I think the reason why I didn't get it immediately was because I had that double pack of
Yeah, I know the one. I know
Police
the one.
Academy, Police Story,
Police Academy,
and
huh?
Police,
Yeah.
and so I didn't get it because of that, and I thought, right, I'm put it off till I know I don't want to get it because I know that the Blu-ray looked nice.
Mhm.
So I thought, yeah, I'll get this, but it really went quite quick, didn't it?
Mhm.
And then it went into the stupid money territory. But obviously, John just had one back, and he'd said, "Would you care for this?" And I said, like I say,
Mhm.
I probably would have had this a long time ago,
Yeah.
but it's just the fact we haven't met up till now. But
But there was nearly a stump where my hand was, yeah, would have had my hand up. But, I'm really lucky I've still got this hand.
uh,
But no, like John says, it goes for vast amounts of money these days. But I managed to acquire this when it was on like a promote so much percentage off from UK themselves. So I saved a few pounds.
no, I can't thank you enough. So I'll show you these quickly individually. Now, if you want to laugh a minute, think no further than this. Yes, I can understand how some people might not like it. It's not the best film. We're not saying it's the best film, but it's really enjoyable because it's so awfully bad.
Hmm.
But there's a lot more to it. If you go in knowing that you're going to have a laugh a minute with this, don't go in for a serious horror film.
That's what I mean.
Just
Yeah,
go in for a comedy.
yeah,
But the best thing about it is these people are doing it because they thought they were doing it for real.
yeah.
They weren't playing it like tongue in cheek. They were actually thinking they were making a great movie.
Mm.
So that's the best thing about it.
It turned out to be a comedy classic. Yeah.
It did. And this one's as well. I mean, one and two. I have seen three. It was a long time ago. You can't go past. This is Jackie Chan probably at the zenith
Mm.
for putting the movie together. Police Story One
Mm.
is one of the best. Well, probably one of his best films of all time. And
Mhm.
the stunts in it are just absolutely crazy.
Yeah, well, it has often been hailed as Jackie Chan's magnum opus, which
Yeah.
it's hard to disagree with that.
Well, you couldn't really. Nobody could turn around and say, "Nah, it's boring." I
You
mean,
know
and yet,
anything.
but look at this. Kino Lova and Scream Factory.
Mhm.
Great. I mean, what's this one? I mean, come on. And then this one as well, Darkman. I'm so interested. I haven't seen this movie for such a long time,
Mm,
but I've been putting it off all the time. Not thinking it's going to get a 4K,
yeah.
but I've been putting it off to think, oh, I'll get a box set of them.
Mm.
I'll get it over here. This one didn't seem to get much love in the UK, did it?
It's you get it's like you get a Blu-ray set of all three Doc Mark films by medium rare, but again, it's you've got to buy all three films in one set. So
Yeah, and there you go. That's the last but not least of this amazing box. And don't forget, in coming weeks, there's going to be more stuff there. We've got well, this one where I'd say it's more like a sort of horror and kind of like niche one and say massively out of print
mm.
things and great special editions and 4K, you could say, like
Oh
a
yeah,
4K
yeah,
special.
definitely, yeah.
And you've got stuff over there. I'm looking at it there because we've unboxed everything. So I know what's coming up. But you've got like a certain genre there and a certain genre back there. We've done another one to do with video nasties, which we did upstairs. So you've got a lot more stuff coming with John in, haven't you?
In fact, I'm surprised we've got all of this done today because I
Yeah,
was expecting I thought we struggled for time, but it hasn't went
I
by
know.
too quickly.
It's 4 o'clock in the morning, isn't
Yeah, I'd rather be asleep by then, I'm afraid. But
it?
yeah, but it's no, it's this has all been building up for over a year, and I mean, it's good. Sounds like a funny thing to say, but I'm glad to see it back. I'm glad to see the back of some of these things.
I'm
I've been
not.
sick of seeing them. I've been sick of
I'm
seeing them
glad to
already.
see them.
Yeah, well,
Never mind the back of them. I'm glad to see
I'm
the front of them.
I'm actually as hey, if you're happy, then I'm happy. That's absolutely fine. You know.
And as to talk about some of the stuff that you're going to see coming up, there's some great retro stuff in there.
Oh yeah.
There's
Yeah.
a amazing some stuff I'm looking at here,
Mm,
including something that I'm going. It's one of the best things from my youth. Something I used to look at, well, probably more than any other, and say item.
mm,
Leave that out there without going spoiling too many things. But it's just like a say of Blu-rays here.
mm,
It's absolutely incredible. And then you've got this like box, it's this carton here,
mm.
the 4Ks as well. So I just want to extend the old thing for this. I'll say, yeah, I'm just going to go and get my fingers reset and don't pick a fight, don't arm wrestle this guy at me.
Oh, I will never go that far. I'm not Superman, No way.
Well, anyway, so I'll just point the journey. Right. So thanks once again, John, for
Yeah.
coming. I appreciate you coming down more than you can imagine for all of this stuff.
Mm.
And there will be, after all of this, there'll be stuff down the line where I'll talk about some of this stuff because literally this is like all new to me and some of it's new to John. So John
Mm.
wants to see what the picture quality is
Yeah.
like. And when I do it, I'll do me screenshots and that
Oh
so that
yeah.
you'll be able to
Yeah.
see what's
Good,
going
good,
on and
good.
that. So I want to thank John once again for coming.
My pleasure, John.
So it's good night from me.
And good night from. I've just been informed the zombies outside your house.
They're at the door.
They're coming in.